Fourth, just energy transition. Across the globe, people are recognizing that the energy transition must be designed such that the shift away from fossil fuels distributes the benefits and burdens fairly. No community or workers dependent on fossil fuel sectors such as coal or oil should face a disproportionate impact, nor should renewable energy expansion create new injustices. Disruption of the status quo is inevitable because over the next decades, fossil fuel production and consumption must be reduced. Infrastructure for electrification powered by renewable energy must be developed, and industrial decarbonization must be advanced. Each of these goals affect people in fundamental ways. The reduction of fossil fuels will have significant social and economic impact on workers and the regions where they are based, as will the development of renewable energy infrastructure. Both scenarios raise important issues related to rights, compensation, health, and food security. To minimize the impact of this shift on local economies, public revenues, and welfare, the government, together with industry, should adopt a well-planned approach to transitioning to green energy, including creating alternative employment opportunities for those affected. It should identify areas where renewable energy expansion can take place, alongside credible compensation and other offset mechanisms. The concept of a just transition has become a cornerstone of global climate action. First introduced in 1997 at the Kyoto Conference by the International Trade Union Confederation, it was later highlighted in the Paris Agreement of 2015 and the Glasgow Climate Pact of 2021. The preamble to the Paris Agreement urges countries to plan a just and inclusive transition pathway, which is supported by policy and law and builds a low-carbon economy, while keeping socio-economic disruption to the minimum. Transition planning in India therefore must be a priority, as the shift will impact approximately 22 million workers in fossil fuel industries as well as informal workers, particularly in coal mining and small enterprises. Women who often hold low-paid informal jobs are especially vulnerable. Transition plans should take this into account, as these workers may face additional challenges when seeking reskilling opportunities in emerging green industries. At least 150 districts in India rely heavily on fossil fuel sectors, including coal mining, oil and gas production, and thermal power. Transition planning will be crucial in these areas in the coming decades. States such as Jharkhand, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh are particularly in need of a comprehensive approach to transition, as many of India's oldest mines are becoming economically unviable and power plants are growing obsolescent. Achieving a net zero economy over the next 3 to 4 decades is ambitious for the same reasons mentioned earlier. Transitioning away from fossil fuel industries threatens jobs and revenue. However, if people's participation is prioritized and processes are decentralized at both the policymaking and implementation levels, the transition can proceed more smoothly. Without a structured approach, the closure of mines, power plants, and related infrastructure could lead to significant job losses and economic uncertainty. Just transition in India is a complex issue that demands strong political will and ethical commitment to ensure timely policy development. The Government of India is stepping up to play its part, as the next 5 to 10 years will be critical in shaping the course of this transition. Innovative policies, strong governance mechanisms, and technological advancements can help achieve socially inclusive green economic development. Among the key policies introduced is the Ministry of Coal's recently revised coal mine closure guidelines, whereby companies must mine responsibly and support just transitions for local communities. The Jharkhand state government has formed the Jharkhand Just Transition Task Force to develop conducive strategies and policies. So momentum is building for a just energy transition at both the national and subnational levels. Additionally, the Just Transition Work Programme, launched at the United Nations Climate Change Summit in 2023, aims to integrate just transition into climate change strategies. The United Nations Climate Change Secretariat also emphasizes the need for countries to incorporate just transition pathways into their nationally determined contributions and national adaptation plans, ensuring that maximum goals are achieved while minimizing risks. The Government of India has established an inter-ministerial working group focused on net zero pathways, which is looking into the social aspects of energy transition in particular. In the coming years, significant developments in just transition are expected in India, positioning the country to take a leadership role in the global south. At the same time, numerous non-governmental organizations, community groups, citizens' organizations, and researchers committed to ensuring that the energy transition is both equitable and ethical are working independently and with governments to demonstrate how this can be achieved in meaningful ways. Transition to a low-carbon economy is not solely about acquiring technology. It is about people. Ensuring that the transition is just and equitable requires collaboration, planning, and commitment from all stakeholders. Making sure everyone is included is essential for building a sustainable future for all.